Hello. We're not awkward or anything. I'm Silas. This is Sanu.
Hi, I'm Sono.
That's his name.
It's so natural.
Yes. What are we talking about today?
3 tips for guys on Tinder. We have to introduce ourselves.
You and me?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
As you see, we are interracial and international couple.
Ooh.
Ew. And
Sensual.
we met on Tinder.
We did. We did meet up.
I can say we're kind of successful. We made successful outcome from the notorious dating app.
Yeah.
Even though we are not player at all, so
Well, you might not be.
yeah, that's why.
Just kidding.
That's the reason why we want to share our tips for beginners and no intermediates. What can I say?
No, not for intermediate users.
Yeah,
Just beginners.
yeah, just beginners or
I-
intermediate.
I think for me, spending a lot of time on Tinder, I definitely noticed a lot of patterns for guys. And I think he noticed some things that girls tend to do on Tinder as well.
Yeah.
But to give some context here, we don't live in the United States. We actually live in South Korea. So some of our experiences are actually quite different. My experiences with American men are very different than my experiences with Korean men. I imagine it's the same for him and girls.
Yep.
It's the same for you.
I cannot be sure because I never lived in America. I only lived in Seoul, but I'm kind objective person, so I can compare it quite objectively.
We'll try.
So, the first thing,
Number one.
number 1, guys, don't be a weirdo.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give some examples? Like, what do you mean by weirdo?
Like when a guy see your bio and text you like, "I love you."
That has happened.
Yeah,
Yes.
just happened.
Yes, that has happened.
Or just sending a dick picture of them.
Yeah, I have to say I'm not into the dick pics. I gotta agree with that.
Or like, are you looking for FWB or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Only
It's really
looking for
common.
FWB.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I think there are some people, girls and guys and other individuals who are looking for FWB, but they're going to be pretty open about it. So if you find like a girl's profile and it doesn't say anything about like one night stands, probably she don't want to be your FWB boo.
Yeah.
She probably does not want FWB.
But I think they're at least honest about their statement that it's better than introducing themselves as a long-term relationship seeker, but turn to, are you looking for FWB or something?
Right.
So,
It's like two extremes.
if you're looking for FWB, just write on your bio first.
Yeah.
Best manner. Yeah.
Yeah, because then people won't swipe on you. You don't have to worry about it. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like, how can you say? It's like it's shocking when you're like, oh, like he looks really nice, and then the first message you get is FWB question mark, and I'm like, bitch, no,
Yeah.
that's not what I want.
Yes. So you have to think about that. It's online and what was it? Yeah, it's just online activity using Tinder, but actually it's meeting new person by online. You have to think about this. Your opponent are actually people. So
Opponents.
yeah, opponents. I
It
think
makes
it's
it
a-
sound like we're
yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
My opponent.
It sounds like that, and I think it's like a game, playing game with the person, people. So we need to think about that. They're they're actually human. It's not meeting your fantasy 2D anime girls. So be human. You act like a human.
We are not the hentai.
Yeah.
As much as I wish that I had balloon boobs, I am not hentai. But okay, here's one. Here's one that I get sometimes with weirdos. First message, or even like in the first 5, do you live alone? Do you live alone? Like, I might be on Tinder looking for a bang, but you gotta be more subtle. You know what I mean? Like, let's be gentle.
Yeah.
Like, going into the conversation. Let's not start by just being like, I want to come to your house. I want to see your house. It's just weird.
It's too honest. Yeah.
It's just weird.
We need time to know each other, you know.
For girls, it's honestly really scary, especially girls that come from the West, right? So, like, Weigukins, these, like, foreign girls, it's pretty scary for us to have men in our house because in the countries that we come from, it's not safe to invite strangers into your home, especially if you're a woman. So when we get this message, do you live alone? I'm waiting for you to just, like, stab me, right? It sounds like you're gonna murder me.
Yeah. My first impression? Future murderer.
Future murderer. We met in this really, how do you even say? It's like a rundown industrial neighborhood?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
There's
it's...
construction.
But it's like being gentrified, right?
Yeah.
So it's like all these empty, creepy buildings and then like really bougie bars in the middle of nowhere. So we met at night. And I was like being walked through this creepy neighborhood. I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. I definitely thought so.
So you sent your friend a message like, if I'm not texting you back, you think, I'm gonna die.
I mean, yeah, but that's true for every date that I go on. So when I go on a date with anybody, I would send them the location. We're meeting at this station. If you don't hear from me by like midnight, then probably I'm dead.
So did you make them some, last word or something?
Last words? No. I should have though. My last words ever to you.
No chance now.
It's true. All my last words are gone.
So number 2. Write a proper bio.
Biohazard.
Yeah. Biohazard.
What do you mean by
redemption?
Oh, redemption.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by bio? Like rep and proper?
I think all of people know that Tinder account with bio is better than without bio, but they don't make their proper bio because they are lazy. Yeah, just lazy.
Do you think it's laziness or shyness?
Both. Yeah.
Oh, maybe both. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think for in my experience, some of the people that don't write bios, especially guys, are like fuck boys.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm so hot, like I don't have to write a bio. Yeah, like I can just do whatever I want. And it's like maybe you can, but you know, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, this really doesn't advertise you in a good light.
Maybe they are just too confident, but we have to think about it like a job interview. Like if you make one proper bio, you can use that self-introduction paper to many company over and over. But if you don't have proper bio or portfolio of yourself, you won't get a good job, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you want to put a ring on it, you gotta like you gotta start strong.
Yeah. I got a ring.
Oh. If you like it, then you should have ring. What is it? If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then it's Beyonce.
Beyonce인가?
Yeah, it's really cute. It's a good song. Yeah, it's really good. I'll show you the video sometime. It's really hot.
I think usually guys are more using bio than girls. But we are usually more chasing position, so we have to, we do because we have to do. But some pretty girls are not writing down their bio because they are confident enough, and they are in a position of choosing.
I see.
But if you're a girl, still it's better to write down your bio because you're opponent will see your bio, and maybe they're smart enough they can filtrate to you if they're not interested in your hobby or something. So it just better to put your effort. We cannot see the advantages and incomes of using Tinder, but actually it's like a job interview. Think about that.
Like a job interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like if you want the long-term job
Yeah.
of cooking me dinner.
Yeah. If you're looking for FWB or some short-term one-night stand, it's like looking for a part-time job or a daily job, like just one-time substitutional worker.
That's actually a good way to think
Yeah.
about it. And then I guess at that point, then you don't have to write as long of a resume because you're not you're not looking for like long-term partnership. So all you have to write is FWB and then put whatever you want in your pictures. But like just I don't know. If you're looking for a long-term relationship, I would highly recommend writing a bio just so that I have some kind of idea of like who you are as a person. Because if all I see are like pictures of your face, I'm like, he looks nice. Like I don't what do I say to that? What do I talk to you about? And like as a girl, like you said, there are a lot more men on Tinder than there are girls. So girls get flooded with messages and it's like really overwhelming. So it's really annoying if I see somebody's like bio and they look like maybe they're cute or nice or whatever, but they don't have anything written in there. Like what do I say? Right? And then even worse, if they don't have a bio and then all they say is hi. What do you mean hi? Hi. You live alone? I'm like, gosh.
Why did you swipe that guy right?
I don't, because I didn't know. You have to learn through experience, you know? Because it's just like, well, maybe he looked nice. I don't know. I'm assuming this person that I've forgotten now.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to learn trial and error. Okay, trial and error. But people who have bios written tend to be like
more diligent and more careful and more specific and look like having more social skill, I think.
That's true. Yeah. And like knowing what they want too, which I think is important. Because like a lot of us, we don't know what it is that we want, but having a bio helps the other person to know that maybe you do have something in mind that you want.
I heard about that many girls are kind of fed up with having conversation on Tinder because most of guys are so prosaic and not fun.
Do you mean prosaic like fossil-ish? Like a dinosaur?
It just rotten. How can I say rotten topics like how are you? Repeat.
Yes.
Hey, you good? Something like that. But if you gave them a clue with their bio, like I like this one, my hobby is like this, so they can easily catch your interest, so that it makes more better conversation.
That's true, actually. Well, because like one thing that we talked about is that our bios actually had the same hobbies in them. So I listed like fitness, sports, and reading books. And that's also like what he wrote is like reading books, fitness, sports. And I was like, dope, okay, like cool, we can get along because we have stuff in common. So even now, a lot of what we talk about is like fitness related and sports related and books. Like we have way too many books.
So you're not interested in my face, right?
No. I'm just kidding. I like the face.
Only face?
Yeah. Just kidding.
Number 3.
Sorry. Number 3.
Number 3. Don't show off directly.
What do you mean by direct?
I mean, there are some ways that expressing yourself, writing bio is one of them, and making a good picture, like your body profile. How can I say?
Like a body shot, like a picture of. Oh, do you mean like a naked picture?
Yeah, naked picture.
Where they're literally flexing or like showing their back.
Body shot and your car or more your gold. Your stuff.
You're gold like a fucking leprechaun.
Yeah.
Like, look at on my gold.
Or the real estate paper with the ceiling.
I bought a
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's actually a
flexing,
good point.
yeah.
Yeah, don't flex.
Yeah,
That's
don't
that's
flex,
actually a
yeah. Mm.
really good idea. Because, like, I mean, there are people in the world that are also rich, and there's ways to kind of be like, oh, I'm not poor. Like, there are ways to gently
Mm.
flex. But when I go to, like, somebody's profile and they're like, look at my BMW and my back shot that I took at the gym. Just like, gosh. Like, it just makes me feel like we're not going to have a good conversation, and that the only interest that's there is financial.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know that we come from families who want us to do well, but it feels really barbaric to be like, look, I have car. You see, I good partner. I have car. That's a horrible way to talk.
I think it just makes girls being overwhelmed
Yeah, that's true.
or being like a, how can I say, gold digger. Yeah.
They're probably. Do you think?
That's the only That's the only advantage by you writing your bio on showing off. Because
I
if
mean,
you
yeah,
just
maybe.
directly show off yourself with your car, BMW, people who are interested in your bio is only gold digger.
Oh.
Because people, especially girls, are very sensitive of social skill. So if we show our social skill, they think we're nerd. So we have to be careful of showing ourselves with very inferior ways. So showing off your cars are the most inferior way to show yourself. So try to be indirect and more contextual. You can have more chance if you're more sensitive of humor and social skills. Yeah. If you have more conversation with your opponent, your partner, you can have more chance to show off your things, not just your cars. So try to be social.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's true. Because, like, when I try to, like, look at people's profiles, if all I see are, like, cars and houses and, like, I don't even remember now what people would show off, but it doesn't feel like they actually give a crap about the other person. They're just sort of, like, trying to advertise themselves as being, like, super badass, which, like, maybe you are, but a really good, successful relationship, I think, is more based on what qualities you have in common as people and what interests you have in common. And maybe the other person likes cars too, but unless that's like your hobby or your job, I would highly recommend not posting just like pictures of your cars and stuff that you own. The message that women get from that is that you don't actually care about us as people. All you want is like a status symbol of a relationship. And if that's what you're looking for, then that's fine. Why did Kanye and what's her butt get married? What's her name? Kim Kardashian. I should know. Yeah, why do you think they got married? I feel like from the interactions that I've seen that they don't really like each other. But they are both super rich and loaded. And maybe eventually they did like each other because of that. But honestly, like, just showing off, like, cars and money and diamonds and whatever is just, like, I don't care. And honestly, a lot of people, unless they come from, like, redonkulously rich families, don't care either. So I would rather see something about, like, who you are as a person, what interests you have, what hobbies you have, because your hobbies can become jobs. It can become your future passion and income, but I don't care about the paycheck at the end of the day. So if you want a quality relationship, you have to advertise qualities that are useful in a relationship.
맞아.
That means correct.
I think it's kind of self-marketing, so we have to think about the marketing strategies. Thinking about the marketing development, the primitive way of marketing is, hey, this is very good, buy this. And they show...
if you buy this, you're going to have a beautiful life.
But this way seems like that way. These days, marketing
Rudimentary.
strategy is very clever, so they make advertisement very fun and very intriguing. So we have to make our self-expressing way with like it that way, like indirect and more contextual. That's it. Yeah,
Hashtag quality.
quality.
Quality. Yeah. I guess it would be quality of profile and person over quantity of money.
Yeah.
Like quality over quantity. I think that's true, actually. Yeah. So yeah, especially for guys in Korea, these hold really true. I know American standards are a little bit different where like guys and girls are not perceived to be quite as separated in American society as they are in Korea. In Korea, gender norms are still really strong. So this is unfortunately something that we're going to come up against when we're dating in Korea. If I had something to say specifically to American men, don't show your fish. I don't care about the fish that you caught. I don't care about it. I don't care about your fish. I don't care about your tent. I don't care about your 4-buyer. That's not true. I would care about a 4-buyer. But like here's the thing, it's just like I think it's really funny in American Tinder when I like go through guys' profiles and like I see like he's like holding a fish that he caught and it literally feels like he's presenting it to me like, look, I can provide this for you. Look, I have a fish. Eat dinner because of me.
That looks like my father's generation. Are they 30 or 50?
No, they're my age.
Shit.
They're our age. I guess we're similar ages. Well, because, like, you
Sounds
gotta remember,
normal.
I'm from Idaho, Washington, right? Idaho, Washington! And what is there to do in Idaho? You go fishing and rafting, so everybody's just like, look, I go fishing, I do outdoor things. I have to tell you, if you do outdoor sports, that's cool. Show anything but fishing. Anything. I don't care. Show rafting, skiing, hiking, climbing, biking, camping. Don't care. Don't show me your fish.
You know what?
What?
Yeah.
I'm mad about the fish.
What? Yeah.
I'm mad about it.
There's some interesting poll about the sports that wife really hates. The most
Is this in Korea?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Korean
know.
sports.
I can remember.
things.
Yeah. The sports wife hate the most is fishing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably because you have to get up at 4 a.m. and make a bunch of stupid noise.
They spend their whole weekend on some random place alone, and the only thing they get is some stupid fishes.
Yeah. And you can buy them.
Yeah.
You can buy them. I mean, I think, like, I'm not saying that fishing is a terrible sport. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Don't illustrate it or advertise it to me on Tinder because I'm going to assume that there's caveman mentality happening, and I just like I don't care.
I'm not
I can buy a
judgmental of having a hobby like fishing. Judgmental.
fish.
Yes.
I'm being.
But actually, it's not a good point to express yourself because it's like if you have hemorrhoid, that's true. But you don't have to show your hemorrhoid to your potential partner. So, having hobby, having fish, was it?
A literal asshole.
Yeah. if your hobby is fishing, you shouldn't show them on Tinder or some your job, resume or something. It's like showing your hemorrhoid.
I also have to say, like, you're trying to hook a partner, not a fish.
Yeah. So, done.
Yeah. So I guess this is our first little couchy chatty McChat.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions or anything that you want to hear from us, just like let us know. Being in I guess it is interracial. Yeah, we are an interracial couple. Being an interracial couple in Korea is really interesting. We come up against some like really strange conversations and problems and cultural differences all the time. And thankfully, we work pretty well together. So
we're basically weirdos and outliers. And
we are weirdos.
open-minded as well.
이상한 사람.
이상한 사람. 이상한 새끼들.
Man, 진짜. Hot. So yeah, just let us know. I really enjoyed this, so I just think we're definitely gonna talk about some more weird stuff next time. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for coming.